Yo, on today's episode of Young Black and Vegan, I'm about to sit down with my friend Corvain Cooper, and yo, I haven't seen my guy in at least 10 years. He just got clemency from Trump. He was serving life in prison for marijuana, so super excited to see him. He should be pulling up any minute, and yeah, we're gonna have a good time, have a good conversation, and have some good food. I'm Keith Terrell, and this is Young Black and Vegan. CV. What's up, bro? It's good to see you, man.
Yeah, love you, bro.
Love you too, bro. Yeah.
With your gear, yeah.
Appreciate you, man.
Justice served shirt.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, justice has been served. You feel me? Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
That's the 4010 was breaking the chains of injustice right there.
Yes, sir.
That's the Corvain Cooper, that's my past. That's what I got to look forward to. We're going to break the chains of injustice. That's cannabis past and cannabis with the prohibition, what they have to look forward to in the cannabis. You feel what I'm saying? The cannabis, that's it.
CV.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. Yeah, it's good to see you,
a
man. It's a
miracle.
miracle, bro. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So this don't happen every day. So I got to use it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I got to really do something with it. I can't just play around. So it's serious right now.
Nah, man, bro. It's another chance, man, to make something amazing. So yeah, bro, we gonna sit down, we gonna get into it. It's good to see you though, boy. My boy CV's home, Young Black and Vegan. We gonna sit down, have some good food. We're gonna talk about his story. Stay tuned. It's good to see you, man.
You got the teeth white.
So you gotta have the pearly whites on and everything.
Got the pearly whites.
So yo, this is one of my favorite vegan restaurants in LA, my vegan goal. So you told me you never really tried no vegan food before, right?
No.
All right, so I ordered a couple of things, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna bring it to the table and see what you like. So I got a question. We're gonna get into your story, but what's the first thing that you ate when you got out?
It's kind of crazy because it was late, so everybody's thinking like, dang, you're gonna eat this big old meal or whatever, but McDonald's was the first thing I ate.
The old trusty Mickey D's.
Oh man, it was the best fries, the best chicken nuggets of my life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we had just came off a 90-day lockdown, so we've been eating peanut butter and jelly 90 days. It was pretty good to eat some fries and chicken nuggets and a little Sprite, you know what I mean? Because you can't even have a real Sprite in a USP. So that was my first just period soda in 8 years.
So people that don't know your story, Corvain Cooper, serving life in prison. Was it without the possibility of parole?
51 days
ago.
Yeah,
we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that, though. I just want to paint the picture, though. So you're serving life in prison.
Without the possibility.
Life without the possibility of parole. You did 7 years.
Yeah, really 9, because I did a year previously for the weed that they charged me for. So I turned myself into the state in 2011, got out 2012, and they came back and got me January 2013, so I was only out for 6 months.
For marijuana, non-violent offense.
Yeah.
How did you keep hope in that situation that you were gonna get out? Because we talked through letters and on the phone, and you always had a smile on your face and was saying, "You coming home soon? I'm coming home soon." How'd you keep that faith? You
gotta really believe in God. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and you have to really trust Him, and you gotta say like, He didn't bring me this far to leave me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I really believe that not only was He didn't bring me this far to leave me, but it's a purpose for all this.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? It's a reason why I'm going through all this. So I just use that as like my motivation. Even though I'm getting denied in the courts and they're knocking me down and they're denying the appeal and all that, it's like, I know I'm coming home, and then I'm the glue to my family. So if I die and I fall and I accept having a life sentence and I breathe it in and I accept it, then the kids are going to accept it. Then the moms are going to accept it. And, you know what I mean? Everybody's going to accept it. So I had to do something to say, no, this is not going to happen. And this is not. And I just stood and believed on it the whole time. Because I watch people in there that have life that, like, once you accept it, it's going to take you over. Now you're going to carry it and you're going to wear it.
Walk me through when you got the news and how that all happened, how you felt, where were you? Paint that picture for me.
Woo. So now we're at 152,000 signatures at this time on the clemency. So I'm like in the top runnings of people that's supposed to get clemency. So then Nas, we're supposed to drop the Smoke documentary 4/20. it gets pushed back, COVID comes and ruins the whole thing, right? So I'm like, damn. They end up dropping it in November 18th, which is right after the election and right after everything's going on. So we ended up getting Nas on board to be the executive producer for that. When that got dropped November 18th, that just gave me it was like for the prisoner in jail, that just gave me the super push.
Right.
More people want to help now because now it's on the stage. But in order for me to get out of prison, I need Trump to sign a clemency, which he's going through an election fraud at the time, which he's going through his second impeachment, which he's going through, you know what I mean? He's going through so much scrutiny and so much stuff going on. People are wondering like, damn, how you got faith? But I know that Trump is unpredictable too. So I'm banking on it, but time is closing in. Now we get to past Christmas. December 29th, Patrick McGrew, my attorney, we're on the front cover of the New York Times, December 29th, people look it up. So he's like, how are you gonna let your friends out? This is how they let Michael Flynn out and all that, but you're just gonna leave Corvain Cooper in there and the rest of the people. So I get the newspaper. We're on lockdown still though. I can't even physically get out to call anybody. I'm just reading it in the New York Times. So we're on the front cover of the New York Times and I'm just like, okay, it's still some traction. The name is still going on, but what we're banking on is we're banking on Trump, and Trump doesn't know if he lost the election. They're trying to impeach him for the Capitol thing, and the Capitol thing is hit. So we're talking a long shot. We're talking way from the other. This is not even a half court no more. This is like shooting from the free throw line on the other side of the court of a lottery ticket on. If you don't get this, I've exhausted all my remedies already. So the only way I can get out of prison if the law changed, and even if they legalized the marijuana at the time, I still would have to do the 20 years for the money laundering. So even if they said, okay, all marijuana prisoners is free, right? Take the life off, he's free. Okay, now he still has to serve the 20 years for the money laundering. So I need a full be pardon or clemency from the whole crime. It's January now. He's got to leave in a minute. You know, the walls have. They're getting small because if you don't get it now, presidents don't come into office. Biden doesn't come into office and does clemencies. So people do clemencies when they leave, they leave the office. They do clemencies and pardon when they leave. So I might have to wait what if he does an 8-year term? I might have to wait 8 years. You see what I'm saying? I might have to wait 4 years. So I don't know exactly the time that I'm going to have to wait. So, but I'm still banking on Trump. I'm telling people in the unit that I leave when Trump leaves, you know, and I'm standing on that, you know what I mean? And I'm walking by faith, not by sight, and I'm telling it, and God is telling me to stay strong. I'm getting letters from all around the world, and people are like, we're fighting for you, stay strong, stay strong, stay strong. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know, they're looking at my case, so you're having a little motivation, but it's January 19th now. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's serious now.
It's real.
It's real. We got one more day and he's out of office. So they're doing their last push and we're looking and it's like, damn. I'm calling down to the dorm like, man, you see my name? You know what I mean? Like the ticker on the bottom, I'm listening to the radio on NPR to see if my name is called. They do the new clemency list every hour. It's about 10, 11 o'clock to pass. I done heard names though. I done heard Lil Wayne and I done heard Harry O and Kodak, and you know, I got certain things in my life that ties to them, you know what I mean? So, you know, my dad hustled with Harry O. Lil Wayne had used my car in 2003 for a photo shoot, and you know, Kodak gave me a shout out in one of the songs. So I'm happy for them, and I'm happy for everybody that or is getting clemency. But I'm like, damn, when is they gonna call my name? You know what I mean? So it's 11:38. I call downstairs. They say that they still don't see my name.
This PM or AM?
This PM.
And you need it by midnight.
Call downstairs, nobody seen my name. NPR, my name ain't nowhere on NPR. I get up in the morning. We got to get handcuffed to go to the shower, so you got to put your arm to the wrist. As we go into the shower, you got a couple of guys screaming on the tier like, man, CV don't look like that. Like, you know, you're at Pollock. You feel what I'm saying? You're in Louisiana, man. They probably got the paperwork messed up or something, man. Like, you see what I'm saying? We don't see your name, but you got it. You got this. You feel what I'm saying? So I come back from the shower. I get back in the cell. I'm just like, all right, I guess I got to get ready, because now when I look to my left, the TVs are on on the poles when you're going to the shower. You can't see what they're saying, but Trump is getting on the helicopter.
Right.
And Biden is getting inaugurated in. They singing, they partying, so it's not like he signs this when he's on the helicopter. You know what I mean? So it's 6 in the morning. You know, it's 6 in the morning Central Time. So
right.
I just gotta get ready. You know what I mean? I gotta get my mind ready to, you know, to even put in another lottery ticket. You might gotta wait 4 years. You got denied by the Obama administration. This is my biggest push was with Trump. You feel what I'm saying? So now you'll have to redo everything over. I have to get my mind mentally prepared for that. So maybe I'm in a cell, maybe 20 minutes, 15 minutes. So they come to the cell, right? But you already hear them on the tier because counselors don't come in the building unless it's some serious stuff going on, you know what I mean? Or somebody getting the paperwork or something. So they're like, the counselor in the building, man, I'm telling you, they coming up there. They coming to get you. So boom, you hear the counselor at the tier. So you know your heart beating kind of fast.
Yeah.
So we just went to the showers. You have to handcuff to even go to the shower because it's a violent prison. So
it's a violent prison, but you're a non-violent
I'm a non-violent person, but I'm in one of the most violent prisons in the world.
Right.
So he comes and opens the door and says, man, you got 10 minutes, man, pack your shit up. You out of here, you just got an immediate release. You see what I'm saying? So it was just like, it was just crazy. I walk by each door like, man, just walk by faith, not by sight. You feel what I'm saying? Because sight will always blind you.
CV, I know you ain't never had no vegan food,
Yeah,
so I ordered a couple of things for the table. We got like some eggplant with some miso sauce, got you some orange chicken, brown rice, the rest in peace porky, so it's kind of like the vegan version of some pork. So dig in, man, we're gonna keep talking. Let me know what you think about this food right here.
I've never ate vegan ever in my life.
It's your first time for everything, man.
Yeah, so this is, all right, yeah.
It's right?
I
ain't gonna steer you wrong when it comes to the food.
I gotta check it out. Now it seems more healthier than anything.
You know, it definitely is. One thing about the show, me, it's really about self-care, doing the things that work for you, you know? So let me ask you, what does self-care look like for Corvain these days?
First, I get up, I pray first. You feel what I'm saying? And you taking time out and go over my thoughts, write stuff down, pray before I go to sleep, pray with your significant other, pray with your kids. Just being around fam and just being, you know, having my mental together. Like sometimes I might just drive for 30 minutes and just listen to music and have the sunroof open, or there's no phones at the table or stuff like that, or I might do from 7 to 8 with the kids, there's no phones, you know, stuff like that.
So let me ask you this. You mentioned your daughters, we haven't talked about them. How do you, first of all, what's the lesson that you learned from this, and what are you teaching them about this whole situation?
I learned that God doesn't make mistakes, and that he does everything for a reason, and I believe like he had to reinvent me, you know what I mean? So to make me last longer, to do it the right way, and I had to tell my kids that if you stand on something and you really believe in it, you know what I mean, you can do anything mentally, you can do anything as long as you really put your effort into it and really believe it, you can make anything you want happen.
So tell me about 40 Tons.
Now, 40 Tons is a social impact brand, which I'm the brand ambassador for it. We're breaking the chains of injustice because if you can see, we still got 40,000 prisoners that are currently locked up for marijuana charges. And you have people like Parker Coleman with 60 years and Luke with life. So you still have people that's put away for the rest of their life. So we have to fight for them, and a percentage of our proceeds are going to go towards them once we start getting it going. We're trying to raise money to get the get the people visits in there that can't afford the people to come fly and visit them. You know what I mean? So that's the stuff 40 Tons. We're trying to help hands-on. The people that call in and we have the money in the account, they can, the first out of the 18, we put $1,000 and broke down and put $100 on 10 different people's books.
So people should know about that. If somebody wants to donate to 40 Tons to help with that process, where do they go to do that?
You can go to Corvain Cooper on GoFundMe, or you can go to 40tons.co and buy your sweater, buy your shirt, buy your hat, and the money will go towards a percentage of the money. Say if we make $6 off the shirt, $2 goes towards separate things that's going to be needed for actual prisoners on what it is they need. We want to help, hands-on help, not we want to show people where the money is going.
Right.
You know,
right.
This is where it went towards.
That's important, you know, when people are donating, and a lot of times they don't know. So it's just like evidence in front of you. You are going in and actually helping people that need it.
40 Tons is like a culture, you know what I mean? Because it's something that really happened. 40 Tons started with my case. My case is, I just did life sentence for 40 tons of marijuana, and were found guilty October 18th, 2013. Me, Evelyn LaChapelle, and Natalia Wade. And it was the weight that the 40 tons carried, because you can carry, it may seem easy to carry, that's our title, you feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But doesn't mean it's not heavy. We stand on that because when we left, you leave behind the family members. You don't just do the time by yourself. Your mother's doing the time, your kids are doing the time, and you know, Evelyn had to leave her 2-3-year-old daughter. You know, Natalia almost died in prison, you know what I mean? And you know, she got lupus and you know, had bad health in there. So that's my family. In 2 weeks, our first collaboration with Evidence, Ocean Grown and Evidence bought a prison, and they were already going to give me a pre-roll while I was going to be the first prisoner that had his own pre-roll. But what happened was I ended up getting out of jail. They bought a prison to help prisoners get out of prison for marijuana. So they grow weed out of prison to help the prisoners, the 40,000 prisoners, to get out. Justice is served for me now, but we got to change that. We got to get Luke and Parker and all the other, we need to change the face on the shirt. In order that, we have to get to the work, keep working, keep pushing the word out, and get as much exposure as I got while I was down.
So it sounds like, man, you're a busy man. You got you hit the ground running, man. And
no, I haven't taken a day off yet.
Yeah, you said that you mentioned brightness, man, and your future is bright, bro. You back home, man. Been through a lot in life.
Yeah.
Free again. How do you see life now?
I see life like not the best thing that ever happened to me, but it's like the best thing that ever happened to me, and it feels that way. Like the opportunities, the help that I've been getting, and I used to be like, damn, I used to hustle to get some of the stuff that is given to me for free now, you know? So it's like, I look at that like, not only does God have a purpose and he's doing this for a reason, but it's like, I don't know, I'm just truly honored and blessed. And I look at life like, I wake up and ask him, what does he want me to do? You know what I mean? Like, or what is it that I want to do? Or, you know, how can I help you today? You know what I mean? How can I use it and be a bigger vessel for you? And then if you could just use me, then all the rest of this stuff comes with it.
You and me, South Central kids.
Yeah.
Grew up in the hood.
Yeah, I got the book coming out. It's in the book too.
Survived a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
a lot of people we know have not made it to be here. So it's just a blessing for us to be having this conversation right now anyway. But what would you say to that young Corvain Cooper that's thinking about going down that road that you went down?
My whole goal is why I even try to still stay young or stay in the youth and stay I want to let them know that I look like you, I am you. I know everything that you're trying to do, you know, so I'm trying to stop the next Corvain Cooper, because I know, like, oh man, you're chasing the foolish dream, like, you know, you're chasing fool's gold. So I know what he's trying to do. I know he thinks it's cool, you know, and I know everything about him because I was him for so many years. So I need to tell them that what they're doing and all the stuff that they're chasing, I've been there, done that, and I've had all that. There's nothing that you've done that I haven't done, and I know what you're trying to accomplish and that you think that you're trying to accomplish. It's not even an accomplishment, you know, so, and nobody's gonna care about it, you know, so you're gonna lose it and nobody's gonna care. So I think I can stop them if you put me in the right position to be able to talk to them. I think that they can feel me because I know exactly what they're going through.
Right, I mean, it might be somebody watching this show when it drops. So if he's watching that, what's the message to him?
All your friends that you think are your friends right now, they're going to change. So they're not going to be your friends 90% of the time. Those girls that you're doing it for, or the people that you think that you bust that check for, or broken that house for, or all the things that they're doing in the ghetto to do it for, that stuff is gonna come and go because you got it in all the wrong ways. So you look around in 5 years, you're not gonna have it. And it's an illusion. And those people will turn on you, and most of the people will tell once they get in a situation, you know, so it's dangerous. I lost people that I thought was my brother, you know what I mean? Or you lose people that you thought was, and you don't lose them by them passing away, you lose them by their words on them crossing you, you know what I mean, and putting you in a predicament. I didn't just get life by myself, you know, so I want the youth to know that the actual officers and the actual investigating officers told the truth on the stand, that they've never seen Mr. Corvain Cooper do anything, commit any crime. But the same people that I thought were my friends and thought that were my pals and brothers in the arm, they got on the stand and said they seen Mr. Cooper do everything. So, you know, that's ended up in a life sentence for me, and 87 months for Evelyn and 87 months for Natalia, on the testimonies of people that you're going to think is your so-called friend. So that's what I would tell them.
Man, thank you for coming out. Get some good food. Good to see you for sure,
good to see
man.
you too,
My
man.
brother.
It's a blessing.
Any final words, final thoughts?
They can just, you know, you can follow me at Corvain Cooper. You can go to Corvain Cooper GoFundMe. That's for my re-entry. You can go to 40tons.co. You can get you a sweater, a hat. You can get you a Justice is Served t-shirt, because justice have been served. So.
All right, man, let's get it, bro. CV, my guy.